Claire. I am glad you were available.
Would it have mattered if I weren't?
Not one bit.
I didn't think so.
I have a feeling that you're the woman who will solve all of my problems.
Ah, I've heard that before. Why don't you tell me where it hurts?
Yeah, I'm still here. Come on.
Well, I admit, I have my doubts. But no one is as good as you're supposed to be.
Well, you can't believe everything you hear. Most of the time.
That's a feisty attitude you got there. You're gonna need it.
Are you trying to intimidate me? Well, I could double my rate if that would reassure you.
Oh, I don't think compensation is a problem for either one of us.
Well, that depends entirely on what it is you want me to do.
Hi, boss.
Hi.
Hey, Olivia Falconeri, operations manager for the Metro Court Hotel, and you are
My lunch guest. Claire, Olivia Claire.
How's Carla?
She's great, I'm assuming. Why are you asking me?
I just noticed that you're still wearing your wedding ring. I always think that that's such a positive sign. Don't you agree? When a man wears a wedding ring, even through tough times, it means the marriage isn't over.
Jax, you never told me you were married. I can't believe it, Jax. You never said anything about a wife.
Oh, well, it seemed irrelevant at the time.
Funny, you guys. If there's anything else that I could fill you in on, since obviously the wedding ring was a little bit too subtle.
Subtle like a sledgehammer, not unlike yourself.
Subtlety's not really my thing. Anyway, he may have also neglected to tell you about his two stepsons or his brand new baby daughter.
Baby daughter? Do you have any pictures?
I do. Would you like him with or without the mother?
Isn't there some place you have to be work-wise?
Actually, I'm all finished working.
Oh.
Jax, I'm also all finished keeping secrets of my own. And for you, you know what? I've had the wrath of Carly up in my face 2 times now. I don't ever need to feel that again. So I'm not going to go running off to her and tell her about whatever this little thing is that you've got going on. Why would I?
Right.
You've obviously got no intention of saving your marriage. It's a little bit disappointing. I kind of thought that you'd fight for Carly and her family.
Maybe my tactics aren't as obvious as you would like them to be. But believe me, this is all about saving my marriage.
You say so.
How was I?
I definitely picked the right woman for the job. Sonny's lawyer is more than competent.
Diane Miller. I read up on her. She's an impressive acquittal rate.
Well, trust me when I tell you most of those not guilties were actually guilty.
Miss Miller will try to set the pace of the trial from the arraignment. She'll waive their right to a speedy trial, use delay tactics, and try to put the brakes on our momentum. And by the time the case actually goes to trial, the public will have lost interest, evidence will be missing, and witnesses will either develop memory lapses or disappear.
Well, that's why you were brought in. Make sure that doesn't happen.
I'll convict Sonny Corinthos. But first, I need to remove one tiny obstacle.
Listen, Dawson, you need to take this arraignment more seriously. You don't know who you're dealing with.
I've been a federal prosecutor a long time. Arraignments are just a formality. The real work starts at trial.
You never faced Diane Miller. She's a barracuda. And her client is as slippery as they come. You need to be prepared.
Local cops always scream the loudest. I'll tell you what, Commish. I'll let you do your job. You let me do mine.
Commissioner Scorpio? Claire Walsh from the Federal Prosecutor's Office. Hi, Ed. How's it going?
Fine.
Listen, Commissioner, do you mind if I take a moment with my colleague here?
Not at all.
What do you need, Counselor?
I'm taking over the Corinthos case.
Don't be ridiculous. I have an arraignment to get to.
Then it looks like I got here just in time.
This is my case, Claire. You have no authority.
But I do have a message from Paula Meyer. You remember Paula? She was your intern last year.
I don't have to listen to this.
Well, it turns out your inability to keep your pants zipped makes you a liability. And I can see it now. Corinthos' people find out. They offer you a nice bonus to blow a cross-exam or not call a witness.
What are you insinuating?
I am reminding you that you are ripe for corruption. And there is some indication that you compromised a case in the past. U.S. versus DeVol?
Never thrown a case in my life.
Well, I have evidence that proves otherwise. This file will stay between us if you walk away from the Corinthos case.
And if I refuse?
Make it easy on yourself, Ev. Announce you have to step aside for a family emergency, or I turn this over to our superiors and your career goes down in flames.
Why are you doing this?
We have one shot at Sonny Corinthos, and frankly, you're overmatched. Go home, Everett, and let me take down the big boy.
I'm surprised. You're the last person I would think that would want to defend me.
I'm doing this for our daughter, who happens to love you no matter what she says. And when she said that she wanted you behind bars, she really didn't mean it. And if you end up there, she will never get over it.
All right, this is all very heartwarming, but unless Alexis joins my firm, she does not get a seat at this table.
It's your defense. You get to decide. It's for our daughter.
Can you two just work this out? Because
There's still time to change attorneys, Sonny, if that's what you want.
Look, I appreciate your offer. Diane's got it covered. The arraignment is just a formality, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so.
Your call. Everett Dawson.
Oh.
He's a cipher. You don't have to worry about him. He'll be unprepared.
So what's the deal?
Claire Walsh for the government. I am so looking forward to putting your client behind bars.
Never even heard of Walsh. I don't know either. Maybe you can use it to your benefit for a change of attorney to delay.
Not at this stage. We haven't even started.
It might still work for you. She's new. She's maybe unprepared, and that way the arraignment will go right by the numbers.
Well, still, better the devil I know. Ed Dawson was at least predictable.
Hear ye, hear ye. All rise. Federal Court is now in session. The Honorable Peter Carroll presiding.
Who represents the federal government?
Claire Walsh for the prosecution, Your Honor.
Defense?
Diane Miller for the defense.
Thank you. Ms. Walsh, Ms. Miller. Government of the United States, represented in the Commonwealth of New York, hereby charges Michael Corinthos, Jr. with the murder of Claudia Zakara Corinthos, wife of the defendant. How do you plead, Mr. Corinthos?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
May it please the court, Mr. Corinthos is a flight risk, and the government is petitioning that bail be revoked and he be remanded into immediate custody.